Hello students, today I am going to discuss about the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam. Here you can see a diagram. There is a beam AB which is simply supported at point A and B at the span of 10 meter. You can see in this diagram it is simply supported at point A and B, and there are number of loads are acting at different position on this beam AB. There are 2-point loads are acting on this beam. First is 4 kilonewton at the span of 2 meter from point A, and another is 8 kilonewton at the span of 1 meter from point B, and the third load is the uniformly distributed load, that is 2 kilonewton meter, and it is acting at the span of 4 meter on this beam. So for this kind of beam we have to draw the shear force diagram and the bending moment diagram. See, here we have the value of forces. We have 3 forces here, 2 point loads and 1 uniformly distributed load. Now at point A and point B we will consider the reactions RA and RB. So these are unknown values. So first we have to find out the unknown values, then after we can draw the shear force diagram. So for that we will consider the equilibrium condition. We will consider here summation of moment about point A is 0. This is the equilibrium condition. If we simplify this equation, we will get this equation. We are taking moment about point A. So the moment about point A will be RA into the distance of this reaction RA from point A. But the distance will be 0. So here the distance is 0. So the moment will be 0 here. Now at 4 kilonewton at point C, the force is 4 kilonewton. So the moment will be 4 into 2. Here the moment will be 4 into the distance is 2 meter. So the moment will be this. Plus another load is 2 kilonewton meter. See, this is a uniformly distributed load. So it will be 2 into whatever distance it is covered. It is covering 4 meter. So it will be 2 into 4 into, and this uniformly distributed load will act at the middle of the span. So it will be 4 by 2 plus, from point A the distance is 2 plus 1 3 meter. So the distance, the total distance will be 3 plus 4 by 2, plus another load is 8 kilonewton. So and the distance is 9 meter. So it will be 8 into 9 minus, see, these all forces are acting downward. So we are taking it positive, but the RB is upward, is in upward direction. So it is negative. So the RB will be negative. So RB into 10 will be the moment. So that is all equal to 0. Now RB, we can find out RB with this equation. By simplify this equation we can get RB. Now the summation of all vertical forces will be equal to RA plus RB. So with the help of this equation we can find out RA. So here RB is 12 kilonewton and RA is 8 kilonewton here. For shear force diagram, we have to find out the shear force at each and every point of this beam. So at AC, we have to find out the shear force at point A and C. So for AC at point A, the value of shear force is 8 kilonewton, that is equivalent to RA. You can see here the value of RA is 8 kilonewton. Now at point C, for CD, the value of shear force at point C will be 8 minus 4, that is equal to 4 kilonewton. This is the value of shear force at point C. Now coming to the span DE. The value of shear force can be determined by this equation, that is 8 minus 4 minus 2 into x minus 3. See here, if we put the value of x is 3 meter, we can find out the shear force at point D, and if we put the value of x equal to 7, 4 plus 2 plus 1, so we can find out the shear force at point E. So with this we can find out the shear force at point D and point E. So the shear force at point D is 4 kilonewton if we put the value of x equal to 3, and if we put the value of x equal to 7, we will find out the value of shear force at point E. So FD is 4 kilonewton and FE is minus 4 kilonewton. See, the value of FD, shear force at point D, is positive, and the value of shear force at point E is minus 4 kilonewton. So here we have to find out the position of the section where the shear force is 0. So for that we will put the value of shear force is 0 here. In this equation, if we put the value of shear force is 0, so we will get this equation: 8 minus 4 minus 2 into x minus 3, that is equal to 0. With the help of this, we can find out the position where the shear force is 0. So here the value of x is 5 meters. So we can say the shear force will be 0 at the span of 5 meter or at the middle of this beam. Similarly, at EF, the value of shear force at point F, we already got the value of shear force at point E. Now the shear force at point F will be 8 minus 4 minus 2 into 4, that is 8. So the value of FF will be minus 4 kilonewton. Again, at FB, we got the value of shear force at point F. Now the value of shear force at point B will be 8 minus 4 minus 8 minus 8, that is equal to the shear force at point B. So that is minus 12 kilonewton. So we have all the values of shear force at different point of this simply supported beam. So we can draw the shear force diagram here. For this, what we have to do, we have to make a horizontal line which is parallel to the this simply supported beam. Now we will mark the shear force at point A, that is, we already found the value of shear force at point A, that is 8, or this is plus or positive. This is the value of shear force at point A is positive. So we will mark here vertically upward, that is 8 kilonewton. Now between A and C there is no other force, so it will continue, and we will represent the shear force between A and C by a straight horizontal line. So there is no other force between A and C, so the line will be continue up to point C. Now at point C we have the shear force, the value of shear force is plus 4, so we will mark it by a vertical straight line up to plus 4. Now coming to this CD, there is no other force between CD, so this line will be continue as horizontal line up to point D. Now at point D we have the shear force, that is plus 4, so we will mark as plus 4 the shear force at point D. Now we have the shear force at point D and E. So the shear force at point D is plus 4 and the shear force at point E is minus 4, and we already found the position of shear force, the position where the shear force is 0, that is 5 meter or the middle of this span. So we will mark the positive shear force at point D and the negative shear force at point E by an inclined line. You can see here in this diagram, this is +4 and this is -4. So this is the position of shear force at point D and point E. Now at point F we have the value of shear force here -4, so it will again continue by the horizontal line up to -4, and at point at point B the shear force is 12, so it will again continue by the vertical line, and at point B the value of shear force is 12, so again it will continue by a horizontal line to mark the value of shear force at point B 12. See, here we have the value of RB that is equal to 12, and we have the shear force at the point B, that is, here you can see the value of shear force at point B is 12. The minus sign is indicating the direction of force. It is in upward direction, that is why it is negative. So the value of RB and FB is same. It means our shear force diagram is correct. Similarly, for bending moment diagram, we have to find out the bending moment at different point of this simply supported beam. So at point A, we can find out the bending moment by RA into X. Here, if we want to find out the moment at point A, we can find out this moment by the MA is the bending moment at point A, that is RA into X, but here the value of X or the distance is 0, so the value of MA will be 0 here. Now at AC, the bending moment at point C will be RA into X, but the value of X here is 2 meters, so the value of bending moment at point C will be 16 kilonewton meter. Now at CD, we already have the value of C, the bending moment at point C, that is 16 kilonewton, or at point C we can find out the value of bending moment by this equation also. This equation is 8 into X minus 4 into X minus 2. So if we put the value of X as 2, here the value of at point C, the value of X is 2, so the value of bending moment at point C will be 16 kilonewton meter again, but at point D the value of X is 3 meter, so the value of bending moment at point D will be 20 kilonewton meter if we put the value of X equal to 3. Now for DE, the bending moment will be defined, or we can calculate the bending moment by this equation. This equation is same, 8x minus 4 into x minus 2, but this is UDL, so we will add one more term here, that is 2 into x minus 3. The x is the distance where the bending moment acting, and minus 3 the distance from point A. So this is x minus 3 whole square by 2. This is for this formula is for UDL. If we put the value of x equal to 3 meters, so we can get the value of bending moment at point D, because the distance is 3 meter here. So the MD will be 20 kilonewton meter. Again, if we put the value of x is 3 here in this equation, so again we get the value of MD 20 kilonewton meter. Now if we want to find out the bending moment at point E, so we have to put the value of x equal to 7 meter. Here the value of x is 7 meter, 4 plus 1 plus 2, so we can get the value of bending moment at point E. This value is again 20 kilonewton meter. In shear force diagram, we already defined the position where the shear force is 0. The position is x equal to 5. So at that point, when the shear force is 0, the bending moment will be maximum. So we can say the bending moment is maximum when the shear force is 0, and the shear force is 0 is at x equal to 5. So we can say the bending moment will be maximum at also x equal to 5. So if we put the value of x in this equation, that value of x equal to 5 in this equation, we can find out the value of maximum bending moment. So to find out the maximum bending moment, it is represented by mx, and the value of x is 5. If we put the value of x equal to 5 here in this equation, so the maximum bending moment will be 24 kilonewton meter. And this maximum bending moment, or the bending moment between the D and E, the position of UDL from D and E, the bending moment will be represented by a parabolic curve. Now for EF, here for EF, we have to find out the bending moment. We already found the bending moment at point E. Now at point F, if we are considering the position of X somewhere in between E and F, so the equation will be 8x minus 4x minus 2 minus 2 into 4. Here 8x minus 4x minus 2 minus 2 into 4 into x minus 5. So if we put the value of x equal to 9, here the value of x is 9 at the value of x from point A to F, the value of x is 9. So if we put here the value of x, we will get the bending moment at point F, that is 12 kilonewton meter. Now for FB, we have the bending moment at point F, that is 12 kilonewton meter. Now at point B, if we consider the position of x in between, somewhere in between F and B, so the equation will be 8x minus 4x minus 2 minus 2 into 4x minus 5 minus 8x minus 9. But the value of x at B we are taking as 10 meter. So the value of x equal to 10, if we put here, then we will get the value of moment at point B. So here the value of moment at point B is 0. Now let's draw the bending moment diagram. We can also calculate the bending moment for any particular span by calculating the area of the shear force for that particular span. Now we have all the values of bending moment at different point. So with the help of these values, we can draw the bending moment. So I'll explain how to draw that bending moment diagram. Now at point A, we have the value of bending moment is 0. At point A, MA equal to 0. So this is the position of bending moment at point A. Now at point C, we have the value of bending moment, that is 16 kilonewton meter. So it will represented by a linearly inclined line from 0 to 16. So this area is representing the bending moment for the span of AC. Now at point D, we have the value of bending moment is 20 kilonewton meter. So again from C to D, it will represented by a linearly inclined line. Now from D to E, I told you between D and E, the bending moment diagram is represented by a parabolic curve. So this is represented by a parabolic curve from D to E. See, the value of bending moment at point D and at point E is same. Here 20 kilonewton meter at point D and 20 kilonewton meter at point E. But I told you about the maximum bending moment. We already found the value of maximum bending moment at the middle of the span, or x equal to 5, where the shear force, the value of shear force is 0, or the bending moment is maximum when the shear force is 0. So at this position the shear force is 0. So at this position also the bending moment will be maximum. So at that middle position or the middle of the span, we will draw the value of maximum bending moment. So between D and E, the curve will be a parabolic curve. Now at point F we got the value that is 16 kilonewton meter again, so it is continuously decreasing. So this will represented by a linearly inclined line. Now at point B the value of bending moment is 0, so from 16 to 0 it will represented by again a linearly inclined line. So this is our bending moment diagram for this particular case. Thanks for watching the video and subscribe the channel for more lectures.